so manipulated where we couldn't see the truth. Like, people have to understand, like, we have good hearts and we stand up for what's right. That's the whole reason why we even went to carbonation in the first place. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So regardless if we had certain experiences while we were there and maybe it wasn't all what we thought it would be, that doesn't make him a bad person, or that doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's crazy because you're saying a lot of people don't want to like speak out and stand up for what's right because they're scared, dude, that they're gonna be attacked. Like, they're like trying to threaten me, like trying to take my kid away, trying to say, if you defend this man, you're gonna go down with them. And it's like, people just want to try to attack other people, and a lot of people are scared to speak out, you know what I mean? But I feel like people like me and you who were actually there, like, we can think a lot about carbonation, but at the end of the day, like, we know what he's not. Like, we know the real him. Like, we know him. Like, what people want to take that away from us, and I think it's crazy.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm not negating if something really went down to put him there. I'm not negating it because I don't know. I'm not there. I'm only talking about what I do know. You know, you can only talk about what you do know. Now, like I said, if there's something that he did that we didn't know, justice will happen. But if he is truly innocent, justice will happen, and that's all we want. We just want justice. Everybody wants justice. Whether you a troll or whether you are a true follower, we just want the justice. We just want things to work out the way they're supposed to work out. You know, and that's my whole point. That's the reason why I'm speaking up today with him being in jail and in carbonation going through what they're going through. Is because, like, I was there for 2 years. I can't disregard me being there for 2 years. And I'm just not going to say nothing now that he's locked up. But now he said everything that he needed to say. He said everything. I see you, Young Pharaoh. I'm not going to lie with you because you want to know why? You don't play fair and you're rude and disrespectful. Yeah, I said it. So I'm not going to lie with you. You know, don't be coming over here now. You know, Young Pharaoh's in the room. I see how you play. You don't play fair. And so, absolutely not. You don't care. I don't have anything to say to you. You know, I talked to Asha. You can talk to her. She'll tell you what we talked about. But you don't play fair at all. And I'm not coming to your live. I'm not coming to your platform to talk to you. Okay? But the whole point was that I wanted to come on and speak what I knew to be true. To stand up for someone that I knew the things they were saying was not true about him at all. Yeah. Now, as to other things that he has admitted, people are asking me about things that he actually admitted. Like, what do you think about that? And this is what he admitted it. So why are you coming for me, asking me what I think about when he already admitted his wrongs and to make them right? Like, even what he did with me, we were on live and he even admitted it and apologized. So why are we still talking about it? But you and I both, it's bigger than you and I. It's way bigger than, it don't have nothing to do with us. It has everything to do with him.
Exactly.
You know, I had to learn.
Exactly. And like, it's crazy because we're not there for a reason. Like, we're not saying that everything that went on we agreed with or we condone or any of that. Like, there's ups and there's downs. In dealing with people in general, there's going to be ups, there's going to be downs. Like, we live with 20 plus people at one time. Like, shit can go up and down, like, and you know what I mean? And like, we take our own experiences from that, but that doesn't mean he's a pedophile. That doesn't mean he's abusing children. That doesn't mean anything. Like, we're good people. We stand up for what's right. And even though we left and we had our differences, that doesn't mean we're just going to sit here and not speak on what we know is not true about him.
Exactly.
Period. And y'all can say we're fucking brainwashed or what. I don't give a fuck. Write us off if you want to write us off. But you have to at least consider the fact that we were there. Like, we know him personally. You know? And like you said, we don't even have all the information as far as why they picked him up, or, you know, if he's been convicted of anything, which I don't think he has. I mean, I'm just, like I told my followers, I'm just waiting to see how this all unfolds. Yeah. I'm still saying the same thing. Like, people want to say I'm switching up when I'm saying the same thing. Like, I took what I took from my experience. I've moved on with my life, and I've always, stayed true to my truth and what I know and what I've seen. Like, how can I speak on something when I didn't see it, or you know what I mean? It's just like when we were there. Think about all the lies. We're talking about Young Pharaoh. We're talking about Ashe Divine. We're talking about all these people, right? Think about all the lies that were said from them out their mouth while we were there at the camp. I remember they would say crazy shit about all of us, especially about Chief, and then we would literally laugh and be like, how are they creating? The internet is just crazy. And we got to see for ourselves what was true about what was being said and what wasn't true.
Yeah.
So now that we're not there, how can we believe anything that everyone's saying? You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, there was a lot of things that were being said, like they were all locked up, and people were just sending me all kind. I'm like, y'all are following something that you don't know to be true. Be quiet and let's just see and wait. People are like, well, he's been charged with what? Then when you said, what has he been charged with? Then people can't answer that. But for me, I don't want to get caught up in any of that because, I came to the live because I wanted to talk about what I do know and how it has.
And people make it into something it's not. People try to put words in your mouth and twist what you're saying. And, bitch, you hear me clearly, right? I'm saying what the fuck I'm saying. Like, take it for what it is. Don't make it into some other shit,
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we don't know.
Yeah.
We're just speaking on.
They were not, and see, people are still saying 12 of them were arrested. They were not arrested, and all of them were going live, and people are still holding on, and that's what's really frustrating about the whole thing. But I was like, you know what? And this is for all his true followers. Don't get caught up into the semantics. Don't worry about anything you don't need to worry about. Only focus on the message and how it helped you, and you continue to speak the message to get out of your life situation, because you being concerned about somebody else is not going to truly help you get out and be who you truly want to be. And that's the whole, because right now he is locked up. But what we should be doing, his students, everybody in Carbonation, and this is what they are doing, is you're speaking the message. You just speak it. Don't worry about shit that you don't have no control. You don't have no control over what's going to happen with him. But you have every control over your life and what you're going to do and what you know. And so when I spoke to Ashe, it was actually a pretty good conversation. And like I was saying, I had went live because she said she was going to go live. So I was like, let me go live, let everybody know that I talked to her. And it was a decent conversation. And we got some understanding because I've never spoken to her. I never confronted her. And she's never able to confront me. She would do videos about me. But she never I never would address it. And so even in this situation with him, he still taught me confront your demons. Confront whatever is bothering you. Like, confront it. Don't run away from it. And that's exactly what I did. And so I actually got to speak to her, and in the conversation, went well. Here come Young Pharaoh, want a piece of it. I'm like, nobody ain't called for you, Young Pharaoh. Nobody sent for you.
I just don't feel like people are really trying to understand us. They just want to write us off and say, oh, you're brainwashed, or oh, you've been manipulated. I mean, I'm a very open person, and I've considered that. I've even considered that. Like, let me at least take in what they're saying, think about it. It's just, like, bizarre. It's like, I'm a sane person. Like, I have my fucking head on straight. You know what I'm saying? I can't accept that that's the case. You know what I mean? And I mean, I know that everything being said about Carbonation just isn't true. Dude, they're saying that Aya's selling her body for money. Come on.
Yeah.
They're saying there's sex trafficking. They're saying there's all these things going on. We know that shit ain't fucking true. Like, come on. I would never be a part of something like that if that was the case,
Yeah, so they're saying that, and you can address this if you want to, but they're saying that you have went on to these other platforms and was talking like shit about me and about other people like carbonation. Was that true?
Talking shit? Like, no.
Happened. Like, you remember when we were laying in the bed and I said that you were making me sick?
Yeah, I talked about that experience. And I mean, I didn't say nothing that wasn't true. Like, y'all was telling me it was my energy and I was the reason why everyone was sick. You remember that, right? I mean, that was unfair in my eyes. Yeah. That was going a little too fucking far. And I said that, like, but as far as talking shit about you and other people in carbonation, that's not, I'm just saying what I experienced. I'm saying that not everybody was always there for me. Like, I went through a period of time where I felt very alone, and I spoke on that, you know? Yeah. And I even said, I don't feel like it's because these people are selfish or that they're just heartless people. These are the most pure-hearted people I've ever met in my life. I think it's just because people were so wrapped up in themselves and their own, what they had going on, and trying to cope with everything else that was going on. It's just, and also, I said, I don't think people really saw how weak I was and how much I did need people there for me. And if of all people, I would talk to you the most. You know what I mean? But as far as talking shit about anybody in carbonation, no. Platforms, and I don't play fair. Like, people will ask questions looking for you to say certain things, and they'll try to manipulate you into saying certain things, and then they'll take what you say the wrong way, just like they're doing right now. Like, people who see me for me, they get it. You know what I mean? A lot of people aren't going to understand me. All I'm doing is saying the same shit, though. Like, I am defending him on certain things. Absolutely. Because I know what I lived, and I know who I lived with. I know what I saw. But then then I can say a lot of things I don't condone. There's a lot of things I may not agree with. Obviously, I'm not there. You know what I mean? But I can't sit back and let people believe just what they see on the internet. When I was actually there, I feel like I should stand up and, like you said, just do what you know is right. You know what I mean? And that's all I wanted to do, was share my experience and talk more about what I've seen and what I can speak on that I believe to be true. Just like everybody else is doing in the room. Y'all are speaking on what you believe to be true. Give me that. I'm entitled to that. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's it. Like,
yeah, and you did what you felt like you needed to do. Because I'm looking at the comments, and and they said that you said whatever you said, and you said it, and we can't take it back. But it's not for me to sit here and condemn you for what you said, and whatever you said about me, because it's how I respond to the situation. And so the only thing I can do is have compassion for you, because I was there. I seen the things that went on. I seen what you had to go through, and you dealt with it the way that you dealt with it. Some of that shit that you went through, some people wouldn't have been able to go through that, but you went through that. So I understand, where you're coming from. So whatever you said it. And so people can sit here all day and be like, she's lying, this and that, and she's two-faced. Well, that's something that,
they just want to create drama. You know how it is. They just want to create,
like, it's all good for me.
Yeah, because they just want to create bullshit drama going on. I've been saying the same thing, and I even said I didn't like the way you were treated. I even spoke on how people would, how just, you already know, what happened, just how people would treat you, and like how you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, I just didn't think it was fair while we were there. And I spoke on that, like, I stood up for you in that way. Like, I don't talk shit. Like, you already know, like, I just keep it real. Like, all I can say is what I experienced. Like, I sat there and said I wasn't treated fairly at times. I felt alone at times. And then I did speak on the one experience I had with you, but it wasn't even directed at you, against you. It was just the whole family was saying this shit about me. The whole family was, like, against me at one point. So that's all I was saying.
Yeah. Girl, so many people say so much about me. Even with Ashe Divine, she had plenty of videos, but when it was time for me and her to speak, it didn't even matter. We spoke and got to understand, and I think she's in the room now. We spoke. It didn't matter what she said. I don't care what people say about me. Like, who cares? It's just words. But when we can come to an understanding, that's the most important thing. The most important thing. And I know you, peewee. I know you, and We had our ups and we had our downs. And you had to talk how you needed to talk, and that's fine. You know, and you don't have to explain.
Y'all have the video. Pull the video up. Like,
oh girl, no, you don't have to do that.
This is so dumb.
It doesn't matter. What matters now what you do from this point on. That's what matters.
I on these cameras and I speak my heart. Like, you know, we've always done. I just speak my heart. Whatever comes out, comes out. This is how I'm feeling. This is what it is. Like, I'm keeping it real. People really think it's more than that, and they try to take it and twist it, and I just don't care. I'm just gonna continue to be me.
Yeah, it's all good, girl, and it's all good. But I'm gonna let you go. But yeah, it's good talking to you. And
all right, girl, you too.
For the support. Okay.
Bye.
Yeah, y'all have to like understand what this is about. Just because people might say something to you, it don't mean you gotta come down to their level. People say a lot of things about me. People said a lot of things about me. And I said, Divine, I know you went here. Girl, you know you said some shit about me, girl. But when we talked, it was nothing but love. It didn't matter. All that stuff you said about me, it didn't even matter. Once we actually had that face-to-face conversation, we was just like, oh, okay. And I was like, you do what you believe to be right, and that is it. And you feel like wronging me or saying that I did this is not right, then you gotta speak your truth. You gotta speak to what you believe that is true. And I feel like everyone at this point, they need to do that. It doesn't matter which side you on. It does not matter. Speak your truth. Speak to what you know to be true. And if it's your truth, you better live it. You better be an example of what you believe to be true. And that's just the bottom line. Yeah. Yeah. Now I'm just looking at y'all's comments. No, I'm not joining Young Pharaoh's live. I'm not doing that. So I'm not doing that at all. But no, I'm not doing that. Absolutely not. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I do need braces. Could you send me a donation? I have a PayPal and a Cash App. And if you can send some donations to get my teeth fixed, that would be amazing. I would really love that. Zen is wonderful. He's with he's right there with his dad right now. Girl, they ain't ganging up on me. This is what you gotta go through. And it's the reason why people don't stand up for who they are and what they believe in. No, I'm not scared of Young Pharaoh. Young Pharaoh just isn't fair. Young Pharaoh's not doing it out of good intentions. Like, point blank. He's just not. And so he's a bully, and I don't have anything to say to him. Like, this live ain't about that at all. So I'm coming on here, you know, letting people know my stance on it, letting people know what they should do, whether or not you agree or disagree. Do what you know to be true. You know, if you feel like, you know, this isn't right, you need to speak up on it. But just sitting back and just watching it from the side and having like your little side comments, what's that going to do? It's not going to change anything. It's just showing you who you are. You know, because people are truly invested in carbonation.